So when the fires happened, I was adversely affected financially. I'm a sole proprietor and my industry was not priority for my clients after the fire. Many of my clients lost their houses and it significantly decreased my income, and I even had to find a job that was way beneath my skill set. Financial cost estimate of finances, impact of finances was probably around 75,000. But I also had a lot of clients that lost their houses. Like I had one client, she finally retired and her husband retired and they lost their whole house. And another client, she was a nurse, she lost her whole house. She went back, all she found was little scraps of things from her kids, you know. It just devastated many people. People all up and down this street where my office is were sleeping on the porch. One time I had a group of women here for a class, and they went downstairs to leave, and they came back up, and they said, someone's sleeping on your porch. There was a homeless lady sleeping on my porch, someone else sleeping on the other porch across the street. All these porches were filled with homeless people that lost their homes or that had mental illness from the fire. This whole town, this whole county was devastated. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious that emissions are not good for the planet, and what's not good for the planet is not good for the planet's inhabitants. And it seems archaic to me that we're still running on this kind of a system, that we use fuels that kill us and our planet. It just seems ridiculous. But big business is not wanting to give up its foothold in the economy, and it's unfortunate. And um, it definitely has an impact on the whole globe and climate change for sure. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. I experienced two different wildfires, and that set in motion a lot of challenging events emotionally, physically, mentally. I It triggered some family trauma that I had, and it was very scary. And I mean, basically, I was woken up in the middle of the night with winds and sirens and fire and things falling out of the sky, and it just felt like it was the end of the earth. And I was supposed to evacuate, trying to get news reports. It was very scary to be a victim of a climate change, fire inspired event. So then the second fire came, and I was pet sitting, and it was Halloween. And I remember my friend and I was here. I was talking on the phone to my friend, and we were deciding about our Halloween costumes, and we were all excited about a party. Then the fire started, and we decided not to go to the party and to pack our stuff in case we need to evacuate again, because we already been through this again, and it's happening again. And so, like, I went to sleep, and then it was like 3 in the morning, the emergency, like, horrible sound on your phone goes off. And I talked to my friend, and the house I was pet sitting, the lady was really good. She had everything organized in boxes, even the pet stuff. And so I just loaded all that stuff in the car, and some of her expensive paintings and important legal papers, stuffed everything in my car, including the cat. And my friend and I drove, and it was windy. The fires made a ton of wind, and we were driving, and tree branches were falling. We had to figure out which roads weren't closed because people were in their car for hours trying to get out of town. And then where do you go? I lost, because of the fires, I lost my home. Not physically, but I had to leave the current home I was living in. So I lost my stability, and I lost my health. And because of the things that got set in motion from the trauma from the fire, and then I lost income because of that. The type of work I do, I need to be present and available, and I was not even able to be present and available for myself. So it set in motion health issues that spiraled me into depression, anxiety, sleeplessness. I never thought I would be taking depression meds, and I had to take them because it triggered so much emotional trauma. And here I am trying to find somewhere to live, and I couldn't even do that. I couldn't hardly pack my boxes. I was like almost catatonic